Hi, welcome to the channel Daily Vaishnava. This is going to be my first video. I've posted several videos before, but this is the first time I'm talking in front of the camera. This is my first time kind of explaining some of the things. I created this channel so that I can talk about Vaishnavism. I can talk about the daily practical aspects of Vaishnavism and how popular it is all around the world, and what can we learn from it. What can we learn? A daily average person who may not know anything about Vaishnavism can learn a lot by understanding some of the principles that Vaishnavism is teaching us. So today I want to talk about respect. Why I chosen this as the first subject? Because respect, it's one of the most integral part of our life. It is the most integral part that helps us lead to humility. It also helps us understand that fault finding is bad, and it can really affect our growth, whether that growth is spiritual growth or whether that is material growth. In all aspects, respect is the most important thing. Respecting someone or where that person is from, respecting someone where what background this person is coming from, or respecting someone's religion, respecting someone's way of living is important. This does not mean that we don't discriminate. Yes, we cannot live with everyone, we cannot get along with everyone. That's possible. Yes, I mean, at the higher levels, yes, someone can get along with everyone, but most of the people, most of us cannot get along with everyone. So if we cannot get along with everyone, but we do get along with someone, that does not mean that one who we cannot get along with, we show them disrespect. We cannot show them disrespect. So Vaishnavism teaches us this principle of respect. And there are many ways to see respect. Now, in the principles of Vaishnavism, it teaches us how we have to be respectful to our elders. That is the most important thing. If we see an elder, whether they are by age or by knowledge, we have to show some respect. And now when we talk about elders, we can learn from them. So when we are talking to elders, we are understanding what they have to offer, and with that respect, and when we are giving them respect, we get that kind of blessing from them, and that way we are able to get knowledge from them, we are able to get love from them. When it comes to respecting our equals, and now equals can be by age or can be by knowledge, then we are more friendly with them. We are more friendly with them. We show respect by being more friendly with them. And then when we talk about people who are maybe junior to us, whether they're by age or whether they are by knowledge, then it's about showing compassion to them and showing love to them, teaching them things and guiding them in the right direction. And that is a way of showing respect. So these are the three ways you can show respect to elders, you can show respect to the people who are at equal, and you can show respect to people who are junior than you. Now, there are other types of respect too. Now, respect can be of our holy name, right? And there's so many different cultures out there. There's so many different types of religions out there. There's so many different types of people out there. But they all have respect for what they follow. They all have respect for what they practice. And if they don't practice and if they don't follow, then that means you're not being respectful. So we have to show respect to the specific culture that we belong to the specific practice that we follow. The second thing is we have to practice respect for people who are within our culture, who are within our domain of what we call it. So if you practice Christianity, then you have to be respectful to the other Christians. And yes, there can be deviation. Yes, there can be people who may not be following what you practice. But that does not mean that you disrespect. You show compassion towards them. You figure out a way how you can bring them back. So in Vaishnavism, we follow the idea of respecting everyone, every devotee is what we call it. We have to respect them, because only when we respect them, then we are able to get good knowledge from them, able to understand from them. So that is number one thing. We have to show respect. Now, to grow in any kind of practice, you have to have mentors. You have to learn from someone. How would you learn from someone if you don't show respect? With respect, actually, with gratitude, and this is all, again, this is all tied to each other. A respect is linked to gratitude. Gratitude and respect is all linked to humility, and which is the number one principle for us to grow in any kind of practice that we follow. So if we are not respectful, then there is no point of having humility, there is no gratitude, there is no humility, and then eventually that does not lead to any kind of growth in our life. So in Vaishnavism, we teach this concept of gratitude towards our teachers. So when we start any kind of practice, when we start any kind of meditation, we would want to show respect to our teachers, we want to show respect to the teachers who have dedicated their lives in giving us this knowledge. So what is that? The fundamental thing behind that is giving respect, because what we are doing by respecting someone is we are getting that knowledge from them, we are connecting. There is a connection. Yes, there is no physical connection. You may not see a physical connection, but this world is beyond just a physical connection. This world is beyond this physical body-to-body connection. This world is more than just that. So it's important that we practice that concept of respect for everyone. And when I say everyone, that means by every living entity. Now, animals should also be respected, but that doesn't mean we go hug a tiger, right? There has to be a discrimination for sure, but that does not mean that we start killing animals. So that's another aspect of respect that we have to show. So another thing to highlight is the respect for different places of pilgrimage. There are so many different places of pilgrimage all around the world. We have to show respect to them. We have to follow the culture, we have to follow the rules and regulations of that particular holy place or pilgrimage, and follow the rules and regulations there, and that's the kind of respect. So if you are going out there to any kind of holy place and you're throwing stuff around, that is not respecting that place. So yes, we have to be careful, we have to treat everyone, every place, everything actually with respect. Now there are different degrees of respect, like who do you show the most amount of respect versus who maybe you don't show that much of a respect. So if there is a thing, yes, as compared to a person, yes, you may want to show respect to a person more than a thing. But out of all the persons out there, all the living beings out there, who do you respect the most? The person who is more advanced in their knowledge, in their meditation, in their behavior, in their practice of Vaishnavism, we treat that person as like a pure Vaishnava, and we call that person a pure Vaishnava as a pure devotee. And for us, the respect for that person is the highest. And the reason is because they are well connected with the Supreme, they are well connected with Krishna, and they are able to, with that connection, with that purity, they are able to help us, purify us by through their connection, with them, through their association with them, we are able to empower us as well. I want to end this by saying that respect is very important. So before you speak, you should pause. Before you judge, you should listen. Before you rush, bow. Respect is not weakness. It is the greatest strength. Thank you for watching.